Hi, beautiful community, and welcome back to my channel. And happy Monday. I hope that wherever you were on the weekend, whatever you were doing, and whoever you were with, you had the most beautiful, blessed, happy time. Now, a little bit of housework very quickly before I get on with the messages this week, which I believe are going to be quite big again. I have an event to do later this week, so I will be out of action Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be away with one of my contracting roles. I've got to take my daughter to my sister's so she can take care of her for a few days. I will most likely be batching off some videos. However, I'm yet to see what my guides and angels bring through for me, just so that you've all got some kind of messages to come to each day, because there's a lot going on out there in the collective. Wow, wasn't last week quite intense? I mean, it was next level intensity. It was chaotic, it was disruptive, it was emotional, it was highly triggering. There were so many people reaching out to me for so many different things, and it was kind of like a bit of toing and froing between everyone. Everyone was feeling something on some level last week that was disruptive, chaotic, exes popping back in, memories of the past, past experiences, trauma that people had thought they had healed from, just relationship issues on all levels. There was so much going on. It was one of the most intense weeks that I have felt in the collective for quite some time. The energy was off, is the only way that I can explain it to people. And I saw that reflected in my channel views, and just everything was all over the place. So Mercury has now come out completely of its shadow phase. Hallelujah for that. For many of you now, you should start to feel movement forward. Delays and blocks and stoppages and all of those things should start to lift. Communication is another one that's highlighted right now as well. All of these things should start to flow in a little bit more freely and a little bit more smoothly. But this week, beautiful souls, they've asked me to come back to Rebecca Campbell again, but clarified this week with my beautiful angel answers, right, to try and give you all some time frames or whatever it is that's coming up that needs to be spoken on. And your first card out today, and it's obviously no mistakes, I was just like, wow, here we go for another week, is birthing a new age. To start off the week, this is exactly what I feel the planet is going through right now. Is literally like they're saying birthing pains. Everything is new, everything is different, everything is quite disruptive. There's these ebbs and flows of everyone feeling amazing, and then the next minute everyone, people are flatlining. We've got different waves and different levels going through at different times. So they're just giving me the word tumultuous again, but waves of energy going through the community, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, and dreaming a new world into being. And this is many of you. I've talked about this before, but literally solo, or feeling as though you've been on your own, or you've had to go through a lot of these. They're just saying initiations, which is what many of you have just come through in this last season, was another initiation. And now they're just saying, literally like front and center, you are in full light mode. You are lit up. You have God's source, infinite intelligence, your guides and angels. You have every single one of your beautiful soul tribe and the heavens literally looking down on you, illuminating you, lighting you up, making sure that you're always in the right place at the right time. And they're just showing me this. So for many of you, you felt as though you've been in like a labyrinth, like in a maze, trying to work your way through to get to the center. And many of you now are standing here, right, ready to go. You are birthing a new age, these new creative ideas and ventures, these new or rebirthing things that you had put down in the past. You're picking them back up again. This is the time and this is the season, beautiful souls. So let's get straight into these messages, and then I'll come to your little angel answers clarifier at the end. But birthing a new age. Often our path is exactly the one that we don't want to walk. And if many of you, when they're just showing me like a timeline right now, if many of you when you were born could have seen the tests and the trials and the tribulations, the initiations and all of the things that you would have gone through, right? And they're just saying like each stone, each boulder is representing how many tests and trials that you have been through in this lifetime. Right? Many of you would have said, nope, I'm out of here. No, that is definitely not what I'm going to be doing. So a lot of this, beautiful souls, has been given to you along the way. A lot of these tests and trials and initiations have come through, sometimes out of left field. And you've had to pivot and you've had to learn, to stand on your own 2 feet, to survive. Many of you have just been in survival mode. You are coming out of all of this energy now. Walk it anyway, right? Because God, the divine, the great almighty creator, source, infinite intelligence, all of your guides and angels, all of your ancestors have been with you every single step of the way, even though at times you felt as though it was just you. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. And again, many of you, this is why they didn't want you to know about certain things. This is why certain situations, lessons and growth, whatever it's been in your previous experiences, have come from left field, right? Because they didn't want you to know. You were being tested, you were being initiated, you were burning off karma, you were doing all of those things. Be a container for it anyway. And this, for many of you, is your soul purpose and soul mission, because you have completed it, beautiful souls, right? And we're always learning, there's always going to be more, but see how the boulders have gotten less and less in size? They've gotten smaller and smaller. You are now front and center. I feel for many of you, your missions are to now go out and teach and mentor and guide other people through what you have been through, other experiences that you have been through, that they are currently experiencing. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncomfortable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Some people around you, now they're also just quickly saying to me, solo. Many of you right now probably still in this solo mode, but they're also giving me solo as in, don't be speaking too much too soon to too many people. Keep your circle very small and very tight at this time, because many of you, they're just saying, are on the brink, right? You are on the brink of these massive breakthroughs in your life, these paths that are going to set you on a whole other trajectory. And speaking too soon or speaking to the wrong people, they're just saying the walls have ears, and I'm lighting up as I say this. And I'm lighting up all over. There are people around you. There are spirits in certain people around you, is what I should be saying, that are monitoring you at this time. So please, please just be very discerning about who you speak to. Birth them anyway, but often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. They're just giving me the phrase, feel the fear and do it anyway, beautiful souls. You were born for this. You were 100% born for this time, for this moment. You are here. There is no coincidences. Be courageous and do it anyway. What did I just say? Feel the fear and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Many of you are the front runners. You are the ones, like myself, taking the big hits for humanity, alchemizing all of this energy that's coming through, these waves, these ebbs and flows. Many of you are disruptors. You're mavericks. You are here to disrupt the systems. You are here to help bring down these old systems and structures, these old belief patterns in people, whatever it is for you, right? You are one of the chosen ones, beautiful souls. Look at the light on this card. Right now, we are in a transition period between ages, and that could not be more truthful. You know, this Pluto going back into Capricorn these next couple of months, major karmic soul ties ending, right? These completions, 284 years or 248 years, I can't remember which one it is now, but literally 3 generations will not see this. So it is up to us, they're just saying, to finish what we started. In the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new to rise, like driving in the fog and trusting that the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities and ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. And I've talked about this, and I believe it came up in messages last week about trusting your intuition right now. Right? Never before, beautiful souls. You are very synced in. Trust every single thing that is coming in for you. Right? Take it back to God, source, your angels and guides for discernment and confirmation and clarification. But you are very, very, very tapped in right now. You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time. I talked about this last week. There are no coincidences. You chose to be here at this time in history. It is history making times, beautiful souls. Yes, obviously God said, you put your hand up and went, yes, 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 I'll do it. I'll be the generational curse breaker. I'll be the one that will break these karmic soul patterns. I'll be the one that will burn off all the karma in the family so they don't have to worry about it for the next 3 generations. Whatever it has been for you, whatever your path has been, some of you may have felt they're just saying like your life has been going around in circles. And for many of you, you've been completing these cycles, right? Where you thought you were breaking free, then suddenly you met another person, same lesson, but different face, or whatever it is, until you got the karma right, until you got the lesson right, until you learnt what you needed to learn from these people, and vice versa. You are a part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact moment, dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, Essenes, priestesses, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from times past. It doesn't matter how you reference yourself, every single one of you is here for a divine purpose, for such a time as this. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within you and what is wanting to be born. Right? The birthing process. We are dreaming a new world into being. Right? And as I said, this next period, beautiful souls, and I've talked about this before, not only between now and the end of the year, but I also feel, right, there's like literally another full cycle here. So 2025, I also have said many, many times, I feel my guides have been showing me and telling me is going to be quite tumultuous. But again, you have been born for such a time of this. You have come through these tests and trials and tribulations, beautiful souls, to be the light for other people, to help guide them through all of these changes and transitions that are coming to the planet, because many of them will not understand. It will literally be freaking them out. Right? They will not understand why certain things are crumbling and falling away. They will not understand because they haven't elevated up in their perspective and consciousness. You are here to help them do that. Right? Your clarifier from the angel answers is trust. Now, when this first came out, I mean, look at the light on this as well. Seriously, they're like twin matching cards virtually. Right? So we've got God, source, infinite intelligence, however you reference God. For me, it's God, literally beaming out, or Christ light, beautiful souls. And it's literally like the figure of Jesus right behind you. Many of you may be in prayer mode, in meditation mode at this time. I've talked about this before with the intuition. There's two pillars, right, of amethyst on either side. We've also got some little animal totems in the background. We've got owls, we've got swans, we've got deers, and we've obviously got a field of flowers as well. But beautiful souls, this Christ light that is also hitting the planet right now, this Christ light that is being encoded and activated in you and many, many others around the planet at this time, for humanity, for this, elevation in frequency. This is your time to trust. Sometimes there is no yes or no to a question. There are situations right now where we are better served by not knowing what is to come so that the miracle can unfold before our eyes. This is what I was talking about before with your path, not knowing what was coming next, because a lot of it was big stuff. And I'm going to say a lot of this was in your childhood, beautiful souls, right? Because they're kind of giving me the loop going around this way. But you've hit some pretty significant speed humps and bumps and some big mountains and big challenges also in this last season, in these last few years, maybe in this last 10 years, 15 years or so. And again, you've just come through what looks like another rough patch just behind you here, beautiful souls. But all of this is playing a part for your role and mission here on earth. Like children opening a gift, part of the magic of our lives is found in the joy of surprises. Trust that your angels have something amazing in store for you, even if they can't quite tell you what it is just yet. And again, many of you, you are about to step into your missions. You are about to have the spotlight on you. You are about to be in rooms and places and spaces. I've talked about this so much on and off throughout the year, where you are going to go literally from no one even knowing who you are to literally being in the spotlight, right? Front and center, they just said to me. And this could be in so many different ways. It doesn't necessarily mean on the world stage, but for some of you, it absolutely will be in some way, shape, or form. Beautiful souls, hit me up in the comments. Let me know, has that resonated? First time viewers, if you feel divinely led, hit that little notifications bell, subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you in this beautiful and growing community. And of course, sending all of my love out to my beautiful, beautiful community and soul tribe. Tell me what's going on, beautiful souls. Does that resonate? Hit me up in the comments and go have the most beautiful, blessed, amazing day. And I'll see you in here for the next one. Bye for now.